No tariff exemption for us.
That's because Anthony Albanese took a knife to a gunfight.
Such a decision by the Trump administration is entirely unjustified.
The Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade had one arm tied behind its back when it went into that negotiating room with Team MAGA.
I figure you're here to negotiate, am I right?
They had a nuclear option, but were obviously told they couldn't use it.
Which was what?
This thing.
A plane.
A plane manufactured in the United States by Boeing, one of a great many planes manufactured in the United States by Boeing that Australia purchases each year. Massive orders of commercial and military jets is the reason we are one of the few countries on earth which buys more from America than we sell to America. That's something which makes Donald Trump do this.
Ended up counting for nothing though.
Because we were too scared to use it as a bargaining chip.
5. I'll stay.
Which is why Albanese's tail is firmly between his legs.
This is against the spirit of our two nations' enduring friendship.
And he then made it clear to America after being bent over we wouldn't even trouble them for a reach around.
Australia will not be imposing reciprocal tariffs on the United States.
So no downside for Trump then?
It was the absolute perfect deal. Would have been completely different if Albanese had said, Mr. President, if you do this, we will preference the purchase of Airbus planes made in Toulouse over Boeing planes made in Washington State. That would have given Trump genuine pause for thought because he wouldn't want to lose that trade, especially to the French.
You cheese-eating surrender monkeys!
It wouldn't have been worth forsaking tens of billions of dollars in Ford jet orders to protect maybe a couple of dozen jobs for American steelworkers.
Oh, be nice!
So why didn't Australia make the threat?
Because it would have made Donald Trump do this.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
You don't invite the rage of the most powerful and now most unpredictable nation on earth for a few shiploads of alley from Rio Tinto. I know Rio's down to its last $164 billion, but I reckon they'll be okay.
How you holding for cash? I'm a bit bloody broke.
Australia exports bugger all metal to the US. It's like $1 billion in total or something like that. Not chump change, but a rounding error compared to the value of total exports, which is about $670 billion around the world. You don't die in the diplomatic ditch for 1/7 of 1%.
Well, Peter Dutton reckons he'd do better.
I heard.
It's obvious that Anthony Albanese and Kevin Rudd have had a shocker. The Prime Minister can't secure a phone call, let alone a meeting with the President of the United States.
President's a busy man.
The Prime Minister is on his knees and can't even get a phone call.
That's a bit rough. Getting on your knees in front of Donald Trump is a valid negotiation tactic that's proven to be financially successful in the past.
Dutton is talking a big game.
Says they've got the runs on the board.
We negotiated an outcome with America when the coalition was in government in 2018.
Says he'll put a competent ambassador in Washington.
Like who?
I reckon this guy. Brendan Nelson is an experienced Australian politician from the blue side who is currently Senior Vice President of the Boeing Company.
Nailed it!
I'm Ben Harvey.